setup. What's up, you guys? My name is Ariana and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you guys can already tell from the title, for today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips as to what you can do to stop your hair from being stuck at the same length. As y'all can see, I got my scarf on my head, but don't worry, I'm going to be moisturizing my hair while I talk, so it can kind of be like a hair tutorial and a tip video, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh Lord. Ooh. Dear God. Ooh. To moisturize my hair today, I'm going to be using my Blue Magic hair grease. I personally like to use hair grease on stretched hair only because most other leave-in conditioners have water in it as their first ingredient, and that makes your hair curl back up. Tip number 1. So these are just tips that work for me. Not saying that they will or won't work for you, but this is completely subjective. So y'all can try my tips. Hopefully they work. If they don't, sorry. Tip 1 that I did to stop my hair from being stuck at the same length was that I started implementing protective styles, mostly wigs. If y'all didn't know, I have my own wig company, ArianaLYF.com. Make sure you shop now. So whenever I wear wigs, I always blow dry my hair, and then I would put the hair grease on it like normal, braid it down like you're supposed to underneath wigs, and I would keep the braids in for at least 3 weeks. Even if my wigs were changing, I would keep the braids in for at least 3 weeks, and I would re-moisturize whenever needed. To re-moisturize my hair while it's in the braids, I would either use hair grease or I would use like an oil dropper, serum, something like that to moisturize my scalp. The main reason why your hair grows a lot whenever you're wearing wigs is because, for one, it's out of the way. That way it's not like drying out or having to deal with the elements or basically just being exposed to the environment or like other things that will like dry your hair out. The second thing that I did to stop my hair from being stuck at the same length was that I honestly stopped listening to YouTubers.
Bitch, what?
I know that sounds crazy since I am a YouTuber, but you gotta realize everybody's hair is different. Even if we have the same curl pattern, your hair may be low porosity. Mine is low porosity, but yours may be like something different than what mine is, as well as different products may work better for you than they do for me. Where is my hair tie? Oh, it's up here. So you're honestly gonna have to just take the time and learn your hair to figure out what your hair likes versus what it doesn't like. You guys can take my advice and my tips as far as the different products that I use, but just test it out on your hair and then see if it works. If it does, great. But yeah, so my best advice on tip number 2 is to not necessarily stop listening to YouTubers, but you can take their advice with a grain of salt and then try their methods and see if they work for you. If they do, stick with it. If they don't work for you, then just try to keep doing research and experimenting with your own hair. Because honestly, a lot of the YouTubers I watch, a lot of them don't use hair grease, but hair grease is how my hair grew, so I'm gonna use hair grease. The third thing that I did to stop my hair from being stuck at the same length was that I went back to my roots. What I mean by that is I started doing some of the things that my mom would do to my hair when I was little, as I've already stated. So my mom would use either hair grease or she would use, I think it's called like Luster's pink lotion. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. But she would use those two whenever she was about to braid our hair up or twist it up. And honestly, it just kept my hair moisturized. Because as y'all can see, I have a lot of hair. I have type 4A/4B low porosity hair. So that means that it's very hard to get my hair moisturized. And my hair is like really, really thick. So I have to use like a thicker or heavier or greasy type product just to have, I don't know, I guess to keep my hair moisturized for more than 1 day. Because with a lot of the leave-in conditioners and buttercreams and stuff, my hair will only stay moisturized for maybe like 2 or 3 days if I'm lucky and if I'm wrapping my hair up at night like I'm supposed to. But with hair grease, I only have to moisturize my hair once a week. And I don't be having time to do my hair like that, in case y'all haven't noticed. That's why I've been gone for a while. So if I don't even have time to film YouTube videos like that, what makes y'all think I have time to do my hair every other day? Tip number 4 that I implemented to stop my hair from being stuck at the same length was that I stopped processing my hair. I'm natural, PSA. But what I mean by that is I used to like color my hair. I had orange hair at one time and then I dyed it red, and you know, I was just experimenting with color and I really did like it. It was very pretty. My curl pattern didn't change or anything, and the amount of moisture that my hair sucked up didn't change from what I noticed, but I just noticed that my hair was not growing. And it's like, dang, like I'm trying to get these inches. I'm not saying that you can't grow your hair whenever it is colored or processed. It's just you have to be very, very consistent with your moisture routine if you're gonna do that. Because I was even contemplating in my head last year of bleaching my hair blonde, but it was like, are you really gonna deep condition your hair 3 times a week? No, I'm not. I don't have time for that. I'm too lazy. If y'all didn't know, I am a lazy natural. I always have been, always will be. So for me and color, it looks pretty. I was happy with how it like made my curls look like highlighted and popping and stuff like that. But I personally couldn't keep up with the demand of trying to moisturize bleached, low porosity type 4 natural hair. That just seems like a struggle. The last thing that I did to stop my hair from being stuck at the same length was honestly, I stopped caring about the length that my hair was at. I know that that's hard for some of y'all to understand, but I've been natural since 2010, but I didn't fully transition until I think like 2012, 2013 or so. I never really focused on the length of my hair. I've said this in a previous video of mine. I think it's my natural hair journey story. I personally don't care about length. I never really have. I just didn't want to be bald headed, if y'all want me to be honest. I've always had hair my whole life, and my hair has always been thick, and it's been a lot for me to manage. To me, the shorter it was, the easier it was for me to do, because as y'all can see now, my hair is pretty long at this point, but I've also been natural for 10 years. So through the ups and downs of having a small puff to now having a big puff, to me it's just hair. The longer your natural hair gets, I don't want to say the less your fro stands up. It really depends on your curl pattern. So somebody with 4C hair, their hair could be down to their waist, but their fro could still stand like all the way up. But seeing as how I have 4A/4B hair, mostly 4A, my fro don't stand up the way that I want it to because of how long and basically heavy my hair is getting at this point. So I've mentioned in previous videos before, I've considered cutting my hair. I probably won't do it till I have kids or something, but you know, I just think it's nice to experiment with different looks and all that. But yeah, just stop focusing on the length of your hair. It took me 10 years to get to my boob. So if you only been natural for 2 years, sis, and you worrying why your hair is not at bra strap length, you probably in my category. It probably doesn't grow that fast. It probably struggles with retaining moisture and things like that. So if you honestly are interested in growing your hair, put it in a protective style, whether it is crochet, wigs, box braids, one of those, and leave it alone, and just make sure that it's moisturized and that your ends are healthy. Don't be trimming your ends all the time either, because that will stop your hair from growing. Well, it won't stop it from growing, but you won't see the length that you want because as fast as your hair grows, you're cutting it, so it's just like the same length. So honestly, at this point, it's 2020. Whether you're natural, relaxed, colored, wearing wigs, whatever you're doing, just enjoy each stage of your hair journey, because that's the one thing that I wish that I would have done looking back, because I was so focused on trying to get my hair to look like Jujubee, Natural 85, you know, some of the OGs of YouTube. It's 2020, I'm still not to waist length, and that's okay. My personal goal for my audience is I just want y'all to learn how to embrace your hair no matter what stage you're at, because all hair is beautiful. Whether you have 4C, 3C, thick, you name it. You name it! Hair is beautiful and you're beautiful, so just embrace it, you know what I mean? Ooh, thank God we done with the detangling, because I don't like that step. That's like my least favorite step of my entire hair journey. Yep, so now we all greased up, and this will probably last in my hair for about a week. I try to not really grease my scalp like that, but I don't have dandruff, so I don't really have that problem. Also, another tip that is completely unrelated to this video, but I know y'all are probably gonna ask, whenever my hair is stretched or blow dried like this, I don't really lay my edges all the time, because I don't like product buildup when it comes to my hair being stretched, because I really don't like blow drying my hair as it is. So I just try my best to keep additional products that produce flakes off of my hair. So no, I will not be sleeking my edges in this tutorial, because I don't feel like it. Well, I know my bun looks busted, but this is the end of the video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I try to make my videos more like engaging instead of just boring, because we don't like that. But yeah, subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if I helped you. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm mainly at, and TikTok as well. Visit my website if you guys want to buy wigs, bundles, whatever. I also have some new collections coming out very, very soon that are more affordable, so I'm very excited. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.